It was very, very emotional. Oh, I cried so much.
It's an instinct.
We've come to an end of an era. What do you think is more nerve-wracking? When you had to pick up the mantle for The Force Awakens, or that you have to finish what George and Carrie and Harrison and Mark all started?
The beginning was the harder thing. The takeoff was very difficult.
The expectations.
Yeah, the expectations, the uncertainties, the unknown elements of, you know, what are the characters, what will they become, what is this aiming towards? On this side of it, it actually feels a bit more celebratory. Yeah. You know, yes, that we're getting.
Sad?
No, there's sadness in it for sure, and I think that'll set in as time goes on. I mean, we're just, you know, at the moment of sharing it with the world, so it doesn't quite feel like it's over yet. Sure. But I'm sure in retrospect it will be.
We're not alone. Good people will fight if we lead them.
People keep telling me they know me. No one does.
What was it like to compare, say, the first day on set for The Force Awakens compared to the last day?
The first day for Force Awakens was obviously, I had no idea what was to come. Especially with JJ, it's quite movable what we do. So even though the structure was there, things changed quite a lot. So even in that respect, I knew sort of the story, but I couldn't tell where it was going to go. I think weirdly, it's easy for me. People don't know where their lives are going to go. So playing a character, it's weird to know where your life's going to go because you're trying to play it all fresh and new. So finishing it, I was like, I now know where it's gone. It was very, very emotional.
I bet, were there a lot of tears?
Oh, I cried so much. Because the last scene I filmed, I was just upset in. So I was like, went into the scene, and then carried on crying.
What is it like to be the only one that has been in all 9 films?
It's just ridiculous that I, the actor who turned down the chance to meet George Lucas in 1975, didn't want to be in this one space film, has now been in all 9. It's as though some kind of puppet master, some kind of force took over and has heaved me here today to arrive at The Rise of Skywalker, which I loved making, absolutely loved making. It's a ton of work. But then last week we saw it. JJ just took the cast and gave us a private screening, and everybody's hard work.
You brought a very human side to a droid. What do you think is the aspect of C-3PO that everyone sort of loves?
A lot had to do with the original writing that George Lucas made this character who is tremendously vulnerable. And for most of us, vulnerability is slightly attractive. We want to help them. We want to look after them. So the audience feels that way about 3PO, who, within the film, wants to look after everybody around him, you know. He also has no sense of humor, which makes him ridiculously funny.
What are you doing there, 3PO?
Taking one last look, sir, at my friends.
Recently it's been talked about the Finn and Poe relationship and how intimate and how, what more, there you go. What's the one question, the one burning question you would have liked to ask each other?
We're pretty open books with each other.
Yes,
so.
that was the basis of our friendship. Is we're honest people in our real lives. We're honest, normal people who got an extraordinary, you know, opportunity. But that opportunity doesn't dictate, you know, how we are, you know, on set and stuff. And we've just always been open and honest. And I guess that's the chemistry that people see on screen. The closeness is within that.
Really, really well. What's the one thing you wish that 3PO could have done to change the course of the series?
He would never have done that because he's not really a protagonist. He has to be told what to do or asked what.
Yet so important to carry on the storyline as well.
Oh yes, he's the breadcrumbs that takes you there. That's such an honour, and that's the way George Lucas originally conceived of him. Yeah. And somehow I seem to have got there.
You have.
It's called being tenacious.
You have indeed.
But thank you for the fans who've held my hand all the way through this journey. Yeah. And I know they're going to love this.
Confronting fear is the destiny of a Jedi.